there certainly are alternatives to neoliberal policies. In fact, we've had them in our own history. So take the what's commonly called the golden age of modern capitalism, should be state capitalism, 1950s and the 1960s. It was a regulated, there were no financial crises for a very simple reason. First of all, banks were banks, not speculative investment firms. Secondly, they were regulated under New Deal regulations. So therefore, they functioned within the substantive economy, the actual economy, and there are no crises. We know how to deal with that the same way. Financial transaction tax could radically cut back the predatory behavior of the huge financial institutions. It's a straightforward proposal. There are perfectly possible programs that can be implemented that will deal, that are radically opposed to the neoliberal programs that in fact would change the country. So let's be concrete. The 2008 crisis, one of the effects was that the government, Obama, essentially nationalized the auto industry. It's a major industry. It was essentially in the hands of the government. The taxpayer bailed it out. There were choices. One choice was the neoliberal choice. Let's bail it out. Public will bail it out. Hand it back over to the same owners, maybe different faces, but the same banks, the same class, and so on, and have it continue to produce automobiles. That was one choice. There were other possible choices. One possible alternative was hand it over to the workforce and the community, let them run it, and let them produce what the country needs, which is not more traffic jams, but rational mass transportation. That was a choice. And in fact, right down the line, there's choice after choice. I didn't mention it tonight, but one of the major contributing factors to global warming is industrial meat production, which is murderous to animals and is a huge contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. It's also probably leading to a major medical crisis. Antibiotics are losing their efficacy because of their mass use in industrial meat production. Well, that's not a law of nature. Those policies can be changed easily. And in case after case, there are certain clear alternatives. As to the, in fact, let's take healthcare, which is a major scandal in the United States. It's a crucial crucial problem for people, healthcare. The U.S. System has about twice the per capita cost of other comparable countries and has some of the worst outcomes, primarily because it's privatized. Does the public want that? No. Take a look at polls today. Majority of the public wants a sane public health system. It's been true for years. You go back 30 years, about 70% of the public thought that a national health care system ought to be a constitutional right and a guarantee. It isn't implemented, not because it's technically impossible, but because the structure of the radically undemocratic political system bars the public will from being expressed.